Hello everybody. Today we'll try to discuss with the next lab experiment writing a TCL script to transmit data between two nodes. So this is the source code for executing this particular program. So first we need to create a simulator object, so that we can do by using the command called set ns new simulator. Next we need to create a trace file and capture all the simulations that is done into a file name called output.nam, which is opened in write mode, and this is assigned to a variable nf, and all your name trace will be copied into this particular variable. In turn it will be copied into this particular file. Next we need to define a procedure called finish, in which we declare two global variables ns nf to access from anywhere. We need to flush all the previous data. We use the command ns, and after that we try to close your nf trace file and execute the trace file, next followed by exiting. Next, coming to the actual program, we need to create two nodes, source and destination. You can add some more nodes here, but for our experiment I am using only two nodes. So n0 will be acting as source, n1 will be acting as destination. I want to link these two nodes. I am using a duplex link. It is a wide approach, and whatever media I am using, the bandwidth is 1 MB. You can increase it or decrease it. So here I am using 1 megabits per second, and here the time duration for sending each packet is 10 milliseconds. So you can increase or decrease. So I am using a drop tail. So this indicates the direction in which the packet is moving. Next we need to create an agent. I am using a UDP agent, and this is attached to source node n0. Okay, so these two lines indicates the creation of your agent UDP and attaching the agent UDP to source node. So once it is done, now we have to put some traffic on this particular source node. For putting traffic on source node, I will be using CBR0. So CBR stands for constant bit rate. So this is used for generating the traffic. So here I'll be using the, generally if you see in operating system, each page consists of 512 KB. So here I am trying to set my packet size equal to 512. So this is the default packet size that you can have. It cannot be more or even less than this. So this is the standard format 512, which is accepted for all the type of data transmission, and even in your virtual memory they use this particular 512 KB. Now at what rate I want to transmit this particular packet, so this time interval specifies. You can increase, decrease. Next I need to attach this particular traffic, that is CBR, to your agent UDP0. So after doing that, next create a null agent. So this null agent is nothing but your sink that should be attached to your destination. So this is what try to receive the actual information sent from anywhere, that is from source, and it can move from different directions also. So here coming to destination, from destination it will not forward any information. If it is meant for it, it simply accepts. Okay, so in this case my destination is n1, so it is my sink, it accepts all the data which is sent. Now coming to set null 0. So this agent null 0 which we have created, that should be attached to your destination. So we have created a null agent and we have attached it to my destination. So next we'll try to connect your UDP and null zero. So we should know what is the source and what is the destination. So coming to my source, it is using UDP 0. Coming to my destination, it is using the sync null 0. So we need to connect these two, UDP 0 and null 0. So once it is done, now when you run your code, the simulation will start, but we cannot send the traffic before the simulation starts. So first we need to start the simulation. Later on we can add some traffic to that, and once the traffic is received, the total traffic is being received on the other end, then we can close the simulation part. This is the actual implementation. So my simulation started at 0, so I will not transmit the data immediately. So I will be sending the data from my source node at this particular time period, that is 0.5 milliseconds. So after this, so when I should stop my data traffic at 4.5 milliseconds, and when I should stop my simulation at 5 seconds. Okay, so this is about that code. So it starts with 0, simulation starts at 0, your traffic starts at 0.5, ends at 4.5, and simulation stops at 5.0, and this is the part for executing your code. So coming to the output, so in this case, for this experiment I saved the file name as exp2.tcl. so by using ns command I try to execute this. So this is the output screen I get. So I captured this output during the data transmission. So here you can see the data transmission is happening between source node to the destination node, and the drop tail is pointing towards the destination, and when it reaches to the time period of 4.5, your data transmission will stop, and then at 5 it will exit. Now we'll try to see the code execution part. So here we can see the output of this. Okay, so I try to execute. So here you can see at 0 it has started. When I click on this play, your animation will start, and at 0.5 your data transmission will start transmitting. Now see, at 0.5 the data transmission is happening between 0 to 1. So this is my source and this is my destination. In this case the step size I am including is 2 milliseconds, and when it reaches to 4.5 milliseconds, then my traffic will stop, and when it reaches to 5, your code will terminate, your simulation will terminate. Hope you have understood the process, how it is happening like. So here, so these are all the different parameters. So this is the file name output.nav, and here you can reset the layout. By clicking on this you can reset your layout, and then the iterations are 10, and this is my auto layout. Now we are close to 4.5, so once it reaches to 4.5, then you can see your data transmission will stop like. So at this point we'll reduce time slice, so you can see whether it exactly stopping at 4.5 now. So I reduce to microseconds. Okay, the speed. So here the packet size, you can see it is 512. If I make it 1024, then this size will increase. Suppose if I try to make it as 256, so this length of this will try to reduce. And if I increase the bandwidth, instead of 1 Mbps, if I make this 10 Mbps, then you can see